What you're about to see for the first time on Indian television are the precise details of India's airstrike in Balakot. For now, you've only seen complete images of the Jaish terror camp. What we will now do is break down Indian Air Force's preemptive strike. How and why the terror camp was chosen, what exactly was on the radar of India's intel agencies and security forces. For the first time now, we will take you inside the Jaish terror den in Balakot. This is an India Today magazine exclusive.
Indian agencies had photographs of the trail that led to the Jaish camp at Java Top near Balakot, with these billboards giving details of the camp and another asking recruits to sign up. A clear confirmation of the location. Photos also showed steps leading to the main complex had US, UK and Israeli flags painted on them so that anyone going in had to walk over them. A classic method of hateful indoctrination. The Jaish-e-Mohammed camp on target, called the Markaz Syed Ahmed Shahid at Java Top Balakot in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, had 10 different structures for various training and logistical purposes. At the time of the strike, it had an estimated 300 occupants as per intelligence estimates. First, here's the main complex, which has a large U-shaped structure with a big hall and 8 rooms on the ground floor that housed 12 trainers and 97 terrorists. Room 1 was for Chief Trainer Yusuf Azhar. Room 2 had senior Jaish trainers Mufti Umar and Maulana Javed. Room 3, Maulana Aslam and Maulana Abdul Ghafoor Kashmiri. Maulana Ajmal and Maulana Zubair were in room number 4. Rooms 5 to 8 housed 6 other Jaish trainers. On the top floor were 97 Fidains undergoing training. A little distance away was the mosque complex. Indian agencies had pictures of the mosque with its walls lined with portraits of their so-called Shaheeds. Adjacent to the mosque was a 2-story building with 3 rooms on each floor, which were used as a guest house. 3 hardcore terrorist trainers, Maulana Qudrat Ullah, Maulana Junaid and Maulana Qasim of Lahore, were staying there. All 3 are absconders under Pakistan's terror laws, but known to have been living undisturbed at Java Top whenever necessary. At the northern end of the camp was another large complex with a hostel, dining room and a big hall that housed 150 Jaish recruits of various categories. Agencies even had intelligence on the number of recruits and their hierarchies as per the Jaish structure. The next was a building which had a canteen. And what we are showing you is the building that was the residence of the chief Jaish trainer Yusuf Azhar and an abandoned school. This is the main entrance to the Jaish terror camp at Balakot. And yes, the complex did have a swimming pool where, as per India's dossier handed over to Pakistan, Jaish was carrying out aquatic training for its recruits. Infrastructure that aligns with the Indian Navy Chief's recent statement that the sea route could be used in a future terror strike. The last 2 buildings had a therapy center, canteen, dispensary and a tailoring facility. This is an India Today special story.
A lot of questions have been asked about the extent of damage of India's airstrike. Pakistan has been claiming that just a few trees and crows were killed. We will now demolish layer by layer and in exact detail Pakistan's lies. There were 10 buildings that were on the target of the Indian Air Force fighters. 3 buildings were hit and maximum damage was caused. Here's part 2 of this India Today magazine world exclusive.
Target 1 of the Indian Air Force Mirage 2000 was the main complex, a large U-shaped structure with a big hall and 8 rooms on the ground floor that housed 12 trainers and 97 terrorists. Indian agencies had exact intelligence of who was in each room when the Indian Air Force struck. This building, as estimated, had 12 trainers. Chief trainer Yusuf Azhar, senior Jaish trainers Mufti Umar and Maulana Javed, Maulana Aslam and Maulana Abdul Ghafoor Kashmiri, Maulana Ajmal and Maulana Zubair were the others. Indian bombs are also understood to have hit 97 Fidaeens undergoing training who were present at the top floor. Target 2 that Indian bombs hit was a two-story building with 3 rooms on each floor which were used as a guest house. 3 hardcore terrorist trainers, Maulana Qudratullah, Maulana Junaid and Maulana Qasim of Lahore were staying there. All 3 are absconders under Pakistan's terror laws. Qudratullah was regarded as a special mentor while Qasim imparted martial arts skills to the new recruits. The third target hit was at the northern end of the Jaish camp, a large complex with a hostel, dining room and a big hall that housed 150 terror recruits of various categories. In all, there were around 200 recruits attending various terror courses.
26 February was the night of deep suspense and mystery at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg in Delhi. The Prime Minister's residence witnessed some very unusual activity. Only one man knew that India was going to hit Pakistan. It was the time that the Modi government had decided for the first time since 1971 to enter Pakistan and hit a terror camp. What transpired that night? How was the entire operation planned and executed? Who had the details? What was Prime Minister Modi doing?
It seemed like a usual day with Prime Minister Modi attending scheduled events. There was no hint of what was to come later or the extent to which the Indian government would decide to hit back at Pakistan for the attack on our CRPF braves. The household staff at the Prime Minister's residence, however, found it strange that Modi did not go to bed at midnight as usual. Instead, he kept working late into the night. Around 3 a.m., the Prime Minister was informed that a fleet of Indian Air Force fighter jets had taken off and was shortly expected to cross into Pakistan. "30 minutes later, the Prime Minister was informed that the jets had hit their targets and flown safely back to their respective bases. He was given periodic updates on the damage inflicted by the Indian Air Force till early morning. It was only at 9:40 a.m. the next morning that details of the top-secret airstrike were given in a briefing to the Cabinet Committee on Security, that his top mantris realized what had kept the Prime Minister awake that night. This is an India Today special story.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.